Hi friends, we're back. So in this segment, we are actually going to create the bath for the corn husk, the bath dye. So the first thing you need to decide, do I want a really potent, strong corn husk color, or do you want like a bath? And in the segments, I'll show you the difference. So the first thing you want to do is prepare all your material. It will make your life easier. So I already have a cup of salt that helps the dye adhere. You have your RIT dye open, it's open, and you remove the seal so it's ready to go, but make sure you just keep it closed. You're gonna need gloves. I put 2 gloves for you in the kit. You're gonna need tongs. And remember, you have already taken apart your corn husk from the bag, right? So it's all ready to go just like this. So the first thing I'm gonna do, like I said, and you can wear an apron. You probably shouldn't wear white like I'm wearing now, but that's okay. I wanted to look cute for you. So you wanna wear your gloves. You wanna carefully open the RIT dye. Now, you want to only pour half, and it's pretty much to the top. So, one very, very important item I almost forgot. You have to shake it. Shake it really good because the sediment of the dye sits at the bottom, and you don't want to do that because then you won't have a potent dye. So shake it really good, and then I tap it to let the dye fall. You open it. Again, you're only pouring half. It's gonna look so pretty. I love doing it. Do it slowly. Now you can guesstimate, or you can actually, measure it out. Latinos don't measure, we guesstimate. So that's what I do. That's what my grandma did. So you want to do that, and then you want to add your cup of salt. Okay. And then using the same tongs or a spoon if you want, just using the tongs. You want to mix it. Again, the salt is going to allow it to adhere. And then you are going to start adding your corn husk. Now, you can't grab the whole thing and put it in there because then you're not going to get it on both sides. You want to use your tongs, your gloves, and you just want to put them in one at a time. This part, you can ask your kids to help you, especially pouring the dye into the water. I like to do everything with my girls, so normally they would help me in this process, but at home, it's up to you if you want your kids to help you. So it definitely could be a family wreath project. So you're going to leave this until you reach your desired color. And I'm pushing them in because they're light, so they're gonna float. And so I'm just pushing them in, and I'm overlapping them zigzag, so they don't start to stick to each other, and then you're gonna get these gaps of dye. So we're actually gonna let this soak up to maybe 2 days and really get a deep color. This is a dye bath. If you want to do a stronger color, like the one from the website, you're actually going to boil the dye with this whole process, but on the stove, okay? And you will boil the bath for about 2 hours, 1 to 2 hours. Again, it all depends on you, on how deep and how rich you want the color. But it's a fun process. Put on some music, have a glass of wine. I'm having tea because it's early. But on Friday, when we get together for our live class, we'll talk about all these steps. You can bring your glass of wine then. But that's essentially what you're going to do, is get all this yummy color into this corn husk. And again, this is a bath for a light color. If you want an intense color, you'll want to boil the bath. Now the other thing is, you can always add more color more dye into the bath, like in a day, if you feel like it doesn't have enough color. You could always add more dye. So that's essentially what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue adding the corn husk into the bath dye, cover it so that your kids don't get into it and you don't have any spills. If you don't have a mason jar this big, that's okay. Plastic will dye, the dye will dye the plastic, so glass will not be stained. So you can use an old bucket, you can use anything that will hold the water and the corn husk, but you can use anything. And again, the same process is going to be used for boiling the corn husk and the dye, but over the stove top. Okay, great, thank you.